is Milica, I come from Serbia, and today we will be talking about present perfect continuous tense. So, what is exactly this tense and why do we use it? Present perfect continuous, also known as present perfect progressive tense, is used to describe a situation that is in progress but has started a while ago. So it started at some point in the past and it's still continuing in the present. So let's see some examples. I have been reading War and Peace for a month now, which practically means that I have started at some point in the past and I've been reading it ever since. So for 30 days I've been reading it, and given the length of Tolstoy novels, I will probably continue to do so in the future as well. Let's see how we build it. First, we need present form of the auxiliary verb to have, which is have, except in third person singular when it's has. Then we need past participle of the auxiliary verb to be, that is being, and as third component we need present participle of the main verb. Main verb is the verb that is explaining us the action that is going on in the sentence. We build it from the root of the verb, adding ing. So it's cooking, reading, running, walking, singing, etc. We have here the positive form of present perfect continuous. He has been writing, I, you, they, we have been writing, and in spoken English we often use contracted short forms. So he's been writing, she's been writing, it's been writing, but I've been writing, you've been writing, they've been writing, you've been writing, and we've been writing. We have negative form, has not been writing, have not been writing, and negative short form, hasn't been writing, haven't been writing. We build interrogative form by simple inversion of the verb has and subject. So we get, has John been drinking? Or have you been feeling okay? Now that we've learned how to build present perfect continuous, let's see when do we actually use it. We use it for an event that has just finished, but it has present consequences. For example, you look skinny. Have you been eating properly? Which actually means that you have probably changed your diet or eating habits, and now I can see the consequences, that you look different and you look skinny. Second scenario is for an event that hasn't finished yet. For example, we have been waiting for you for an hour. That means that we have been waiting for you for an hour and you're still not here, so we are still waiting. It hasn't finished yet. Third situation is for a series of events. John has been sending me letters regularly. So it's a series of events, something that happens and something that repeats. Next are the adverbs that we often find with present perfect continuous. These are recently and lately. Anne has been running marathons recently, in the recent past. I haven't been feeling well lately. And questions that we often find with present perfect continuous or that we can answer with present perfect continuous. How long have you been practicing yoga, for example? I have been practicing yoga for 3 months now. Or since when have you been practicing yoga? I've been practicing yoga since April. Next, we have the difference between present perfect continuous and present perfect, which is very interesting. Usually, we use present perfect continuous with so-called dynamic verbs. To run, to sing, to play, to walk. Meanwhile, we use present perfect with stative verbs. To be, to know, to have, to want, to hear, etc. For example, I've been singing for 2 years, but I've known her for 2 years. You would never say I've been knowing her for 2 years because know goes with present perfect. There are 2 verbs that can be used both as dynamic and static. These are to live and to work. What is interesting is this progressive character of present simple. Laura has been living in London since 1995, but the noise bothers her, which implies, using this present participle from present perfect progressive tense, that she will probably leave. So this is something more temporary. As opposed to Paul has lived in London since 1995 and I cannot see him ever leaving. I cannot imagine him leaving, because this form, past participle lived, implies that he will probably stay. That was all for today. Hopefully we now know how to recognize present perfect continuous, how to build it, and when to use it. Thank you for your attention.